On today's show, we are going to take Ford's heavy hitters in the mid-size segment. We're going to look at the Bronco Raptor. We're going to compare it to the new Ranger Raptor, and one is more expensive than the other. But is it actually worth the price increase that you might see from one to the other? So you're going to check this one out and stick around. So let's get right into this, and we're going to bring up we're going to start with the Bronco Raptor. And a couple things new for the year 24 is painted fenders. As you can see, those are body matching colored fenders, which is a big plus to me with the Bronco Raptor. I think those black ones on certain vehicles look great, and on certain ones, it just was not very good. So it was nice to see that Ford added that. And I did check with our friends over at Brighton Ford too, because I didn't know that was standard. And according to them, that is a standard option now. So we got a couple colors here. We got, your blacks, basically your heavy hitters they've always used. The blue looks really cool, but I'm going to put it in shelter green because that is the same color I ordered with my Ranger Raptor. So that's probably the color, honestly, I would order with the Bronco Raptor. So let's look at a couple options that this thing has. So the 3-liter twin turbo V6, this one's making 418 horsepower versus the Ranger makes, I believe, 406, something like that. So there's a little bit of difference, but I think there's a weight difference. So I think that's why they toned down the truck a little bit. But you're going to get that kind of on-demand four-wheel drive system that, you want in a Raptor. You want traction at all points. You don't ever want to slip. 10-speed automatic transmission. You are getting a 4/7 gear ratio. We're going to get front and rear locking differentials. Of course, it shows locking is included. Let's see, a Hilux package with this group. So you're going to get the adaptive cruise control, the B&O sound system, heated steering wheel, heated seats, and all that, that's a plus. You trust me, in removable doors, you definitely want heated seats. I'm telling you, you ever come back late at night from the beach or somewhere and it's cool out and you forgot your doors at home? Well, you're going to want those heated seats. Plus, you get all the smart charging and all that. So we won't go too far into the packages. One new thing for 24, which I like, I was at the press event for this, which was the Code Orange appearance package. So for $24.95, you can add a little bit of extra flair to that. You can get the painted bead-lock capable wheels, the little bit different badging on the sign for the graphics there. You're going to get some on the hood a little bit. The mirror caps and everything are painted a little different, and it's a good package. But I don't want to change too much into that. I'm going to leave as of now. We're just going to add the Raptor graphics. You can see right there, which gives you just that there because that is how I've been speccing my current Ranger Raptor out. So I want to leave it there. And it doesn't look too bad, but it's not the Code Orange package for sure. We're going to stick with the basic wheels. Now you do versus, here's a big one. You're getting 37-inch tires versus the 33-inch tires that come on Ranger Raptor. And that's the one thing I would have thought maybe we would have got 35s in the United States for Ranger Raptors, but we didn't. So it is there is a difference in size and tire comparison there, which can make a difference on the type of trail that you take. The trucks are going to be a little bit lower to the ground, so you could drag a little bit more. So it is nice that they're 37-inch tires on there, but is it worth the price increase? You're going to get the front bumper. You're getting all the lights and everything like that. We'll get into basically down towards the end. I don't want to change seats or anything. Now, the truck does come with leather wrapped seats or leather lined seats, and this one comes with the marine grade vinyl. I like the blacked out version better than honestly these blues, so I don't want to touch anything about that. I basically want to leave the packages alone because there's not a lot with either of them that you can add. So auxiliary switches are included, which was on both of them. The interior carbon fiber package, no idea, don't care about that. The seat belts, do we want the coated seat belts? I don't think so. Leave that alone. All the goodies are included with this. That's one good thing with these is you're just getting everything. Now, we could add speakers if it looks like if we wanted to, but we don't want to do that. So summary, shelter green was no upcharge for the engine options. The only really graphics was the only thing I added because that's how I'm going to produce the truck version of this. And we get down to the final price of this thing, and it is $93,005. $93,005. When these things came out about 2 years ago now, they started at $72, but dealers kept being dealers and marking them up, and Ford had enough of it, so they just marked it up. And now we're at $93,000. It's still a very capable vehicle. That's a spicy meatball. Now let's go look at the trucks because I have one of these on order, and Kelly would love to have the Bronco version. So let's see which one would win out price wise. Let's get get into the truck version with the Ranger Raptor. Now this thing is it's a little beast here, and let's bring this thing up so you guys can see it. A good looking truck. I've seen this truck for almost 2 years now from Australia. Been dreaming about this truck, and my VIN got pulled for ours, and hopefully in a few months we'll actually have one. Now I like the truck quite a bit, but it's a truck. Remember, the Bronco version of it is removable roof, doors, and all this come off. This, well, guess what? It's a truck, but there's a lot of benefits to having a truck. The truck bed, if you actually need to go do hauling, you want to go on a long adventure, you can put a tonneau cover on this and put a lot more cargo in this. So if you want to do that, towing's a lot better because guess what? It's a truck. Now it is a Raptor, so we always know that the towing's not completely like a full size truck or even the normal mid size truck. But well, we'll leave it to that. But I think that is a good looking truck. We'll bring this thing up real quick and look at it. You are getting a little bit wider fenders in this. You do see you're getting a nice Raptor style bumper on this. Now you're only getting looks like one fog light in this, where the Bronco version you had multi lights in there, but it's a little here nor there for me. But overall, I think this thing is a great looking vehicle, and of course, dual exhaust, just like the other one. All the goodies, basically the same wheels and everything about this looks the same. So a couple colors. Black is always sinister. We have the iconic silver in this one, the expensive hot pepper red, which just doesn't look too bad. A color that I almost got was the azure gray metallic, which I did a walk around of this particular color, and I'll put a link below if you're curious about to see our walk around of that vehicle. Carbonized gray, but I chose this one right here, shelter green, and just like I did with Bronco before it, this is what I want to price out here. So there was no, as you can see, there was no upcharge for that. But once again, we're getting the same 3-liter twin turbo V6 engine. This is making a little less than the Bronco, which is, I don't know if you really think that that's a different, making about 12 more horsepower. I really think if we put these things line to line, I still think the truck probably outruns the Bronco, but full-time four-wheel drive system in this one. So it's a Raptor. They don't want any loosey-goosey on this thing. So as you can see here, full-time four-wheel drive is standard on Raptor models. If it's supposed to be the king attraction, the king of off-road, it better be no slippy. So we're going to get electronic front axle, electronic rear axle in this thing. The standard equipment group. So let's click this up here real quick. So we're going to get the V6 engine, the 17-inch wheels with 33-inch all-terrain tires, which are a BF Goodrich KO3, the new tire. Include the Fox Racing shocks, the live valve technology, with the Watts Link rear suspension, which is a little bit different than what Bronco gets because the way the linkage is set up, it keeps the axle straight under the vehicle at all times, where some of the Link suspension will allow a little bit of travel of the axle. So they want this thing, if you're high speed going fast, they want that axle to not be shifting around anywhere. And just, I think it's better for wear and tear. Getting these same upfitter switches and all the other normal goodies. We are going to get something cool here. We're going to get the Active Park Assist 2.0. The Pro Trailer Backup Assist, which is nice. Dial it in. You're trying to back in your trailer. It makes it on that screen. You can see it, and I believe it's where the little dial, you can turn the dial and help turn the truck, and it's just a little bit easier to assist you into your back in your trailer. Now, we are going to get leather-trimmed heated front bucket seats with the 10-way power and 8-way passenger powered seats, which is a little bit different from Bronco. So if you wanted those little bit kind of more luxury seats, the truck's going to get that. But guess what? Bronco has the doors that are removable, so you need a little bit of flexibility for water and mud to be able to wipe off those seats versus this one here. You are going to get powered mirrors and all that, which not really a big deal to me, but it is a little bit different. We're going to get the Sync 4A with connected services, B&O sound system. This one is going to come with the 10 speakers instead of the normal, I believe it was 8 on the Bronco, which I think you could add 10 speaker in. So a little bit different there. I think the sound system in the truck's going to sound a lot better because its focus is one thing. When they tune that sound system for the truck, the doors are never coming off. Where Bronco, it's got to be a multiple of things. So we're going to get the towing package, the trailer tow package as well. So advanced towing, I'm curious what that says. So it includes the brake controller. Okay, so that's nice. Pro Trailer Backup Assist and the reverse parking aids with trailer guidance. And the trailer package itself is basically just a 4-7-pin hitch available there. Now wheels, basically the same options that you can get with the Bronco is you get the if you want the capable wheels, as it were, you want to be able to have beadlock capable wheels, you can do it that way. Or we're just going to I'm leaving the wheels alone because honestly, if I were to keep this truck longer than a year, I might do something different with the wheels anyway. So no need to upgrade and spend a little extra money. Splash guards is a big woo, $130. But here's the Raptor decal, which I do want to add because once again, this is how I spec mine out basically. So as you can see there, I think it looks good. Adds a little bit of splash. You can see it on the tailgate there. There's a little corner here with it on there. And it just, it gives the truck a little bit more pizzazz. And when you're driving down the road, people go, "Hey, he's got a Raptor." Now, one thing I will add is the bed liner. So a spray and bed liner for $495. And that's something you cannot get with Bronco because it's a SUV and this is a truck. So that is one thing we will add to this. Seating, there's not much we can add. I want to bring this up real quick because this is a big difference from the Bronco Raptor to Ranger Raptor is once again, durability of seating. We don't need these things to be basically like an all-weather seat at all. The doors don't come off. I mean, you may roll your windows down, you get mud splashed on them, have to clean them out. But this is more of a luxury style seating versus what the Bronco get. Now you still get in Bronco, you're still getting these race inspired seats. So it's definitely the bolsterings to keep you in the vehicle from sliding around. But past that, there's not much difference. So you do get cup holders and all the little fun accessories in there. No rear ventilated in this. I don't know why the Australian version gets rear AC vents back there, but for some reason our US specs do not. And once again, you don't get that in the Bronco as well. So past that, I'm not going to add any more options because as far as the Sirius, it comes with the same year, 3 years of navigation included. And as you can see, Shelter Green, same engine. Basically, the packages, the only thing we really added was the bed liner, and we added the Raptor decal, which was cheaper on the truck than it was the Bronco for some reason. I'm not sure why. Interior, no big charges there. So out the door, we were at $58,310. Now, I'm curious. That's a big price difference. And is this enough to sway you if you're looking at either one of these vehicles? You go, "Oh, for $60,000, I can get a Raptor. Maybe I can figure out how to put maybe 35s under it." If you're crazy, I'm sure there's a way to put 37s under it for a low cost versus spending $93,000 or plus. And that's if no dealer hits you up for MSRP plus. And that's probably on either vehicle. I'm sure either vehicle is going to get dinged with some added costs, as it were. I know my dealership with Brighton Ford, who we dealt with, is not doing that on any of their vehicles that you order from them. So if you want to order and know that you're not going to get dinged for that, good dealership to deal with. In the comments below, would you have expected that the price difference for relatively similar vehicles, would you expect it to be that drastic? That's a lot of money. And that's what, over $30,000, something like that. That is nuts for what you're getting. So I'm curious, do the homework, leave me a comment. Which one would you go with and why? Give me a little description of why. And it's okay to like the more expensive vehicle. Bronco is awesome. I have one. It's nice to take the roof off in the summer. You get that convertible feel, put it back on when it rains. You can still go off-roading, have all the funs. And the Raptor, I'm excited to do in the Ranger Raptor because it's a truck. I like to do truck things as well as go off-roading. So there's pluses to both of them. So you know what to do. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these Raptors, I've driven one. Cannot wait to drive number two. This has been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.